Good morning, everybody. My name is Maju Favor Cornelius. I'm a fourth year medical student in the University of Jos. I'll be doing a little awareness or an exposure kind of scholarship opportunities for university students, particularly undergraduate students. So here with me is a list of questions that will help me serve as a guide and as a kind of outline for me to make this exposure and make it as clear as possible to all those who have been asking. So how did I get to know about scholarship opportunities? Actually, for me, I had elder ones who had gone ahead of me that told me beforehand that, okay, these opportunities actually exist. When you come to the university, look out for them and try to be on your toes with regards to your academics, so you can have an advantage to apply for these scholarships and all. So for example, my elder brother, before coming, he looked out for advertisements for me and he pushed me to always apply. So that was how I got to know from older people, basically. And how is the application process done? Okay, the application process is done largely online. So usually at a particular time in the year, the companies, or let me mention that usually the scholarships are awarded by oil companies, by the federal government, by some communication industries, some even private individuals for their legacies and all. So usually the advertisements are made public through different platforms. Some of them, their websites, some of them they publish it on the dailies. And in this era of WhatsApp, most times, since we are students and mostly on academic pages, someone might just send it to your group chat, or you can just see it on somebody's status or something like that. So basically, advertisements are online and applications are online. So for the applications, usually they have website. Many of them will require that you create an account with them and you upload your documents, and they ask for several documents that you have to upload, and then you apply. So usually after applications, for most of them, they do examinations. Some of them do on-site examinations, some do online examinations. So after their period of applications are closed, they would shortlist individuals. It's not everybody that applies that gets to write the exam. So they, based on their own criteria, they sieve and they shortlist individuals who would come and sit for the exams. And after the exams, based on, I think, merits, those who passed and all, and the slots that they want to award for that year, they make the award known. So basically, in summary, it is advertisement first, application, being shortlisted, writing the exams, and then getting the award. So 5 steps. That is basically what the process is about in a nutshell. Then what level do we have like the maximum opportunities? For me, I think it's 100 and 200 levels. Like 100 and 200 levels are the levels where you have the maximum opportunities to apply. From 300 level and above, you scarcely have opportunities to apply. Why? Because many courses are 4-year courses, and at 300 level already you are almost done. So please, particularly for those in 100 level transiting to 200, or those who are coming into 100 level, you should be on a very high watch for this, because most of the opportunities actually apply to these classes. The requirements usually are most of your secondary school results, like your O-level results, JAMB results, your admission letter, your school ID card. For those that apply in 200 level, usually they require a statement of results of your 100 level. In my school, usually we get a sessional transcript, but there are some schools that actually even send their students' results to maybe their school portal and all of that. So very importantly is the need for a sessional result of 100 level for those applying in 200 or higher classes. So it's like usually what is to be done by anyone who is wise is, if you know you are looking at for scholarship opportunities, don't wait for advertisements to go and start pursuing these documents. Just try, as soon as your results are out, try and get these documents in place, so that once you hear that there's an opportunity to apply, you'd just do that promptly. Very important. Your school ID card, passport photograph, which should not be a problem, your O-level results, JAMB result, JAMB admission letter, and all those statements of identification, local governments, and all. They are very important. They are very, very important too. So those are basically the requirements. The uniqueness. Okay, they asked what made my application unique. I can't really say, but relatively, I think I encourage people who particularly had good results at O level, level at O level. Those people that had good results are highly encouraged to apply. Actually, all those people with 300s in JAMB, with A's and B's in WAEC and all of that, we are very much encouraged to apply. Even though anybody can apply, but for me, I think an edge that one will have, because when it comes to shortlisting, they just do it. I can hardly even say what they use to shortlist, but if you have good results, and that is why people should push even from secondary school level to do well at the O level, and even at the 100 level too, so that your results from 100 level will boost your opportunities when you are applying in second year. So what made my application unique, I cannot really tell, but I know that at least my results weren't all that bad, and I think God's grace too. So the nature of the exams, most of the exams are taken as CBT exams. They are CBT exams. Some CBT exams will require you to travel to a particular center and take it there, while some will require you might just take it from home. So they'll just ask you to have a good laptop with a webcam camera and good network, and at a set time you log in and take your exams, while there are some that you have to travel. So when you are even applying, they will ask you your preferred state for center and of where you want your center to be. And when the time for shortlisting comes, if you are shortlisted, they would give you a center around the state where you applied, and your details for exams will be given accordingly. So basically, that's what the nature of the exams. I don't know. Okay, the only exams that I knew that they took written exams was, I think, total, and that was in 2019 or so. I don't know if they still do written exams, but however, the most important thing is to just get prepared. Written online, whether you have to travel or not, just have your basic knowledge. And let me just use the opportunity to say, most of the things they examine about are mostly verbal aptitude, quantitative reasoning, that's basic math, English, then general knowledge, like that. So those are there's not something about your specialization. Maybe if you're a biochemistry student, they'll be asking biochemistry stuff. To the best of my knowledge, they don't do that. They ask basic things from secondary school level, I guess. And usually there are past questions in circulation around those times of exams. So it's important to just stay informed. If you're really interested, stay informed and all of that. So how competitive is the exam? Oh, I bet it is really competitive, because most of these companies, they have a slated number that they can award for a year, and you have people from all over the country applying. So it is damn competitive, but it should not deter anyone from applying. Why? Because you don't have to pay a dime to apply. Like, application is free. In fact, one red flag to know a fake scholarship or people that are trying to dupe you online is if they say you should pay a certain amount for application. Please just run away. At that point, just don't do that, because they're not legit. So you don't need to pay any dime to apply. So please apply as much as you can apply. Don't be tired of applying. Some may turn you down, some may not. You not even get to hear from them, but just apply. One may just click. So it's very competitive. I mean, the number of Nigerian students we have and the number they will give in each institution, I cannot imagine how competitive it is. But God could just carve out your own space for you if you decide to try. And there are many people out there that feel it is too competitive, I will not even apply. Then you now come to realize that people that even apply are not as much as you even thought, and somehow they might just say, okay, from this university we're going to pick this number of people, and it happens that from your school not many people applied, and you just find yourself being favored. So very important, please try to apply no matter the competition. Selection criteria, I really do not know. At some point I was trying to think, is it that it's based on the university someone is attending, or your state of origin, or your merits, or the score you get in the test? I don't know. That I do not know. But as much as possible, like I said earlier, make good grades, so that if it is by results, you have an opportunity, or you have an edge. If it is by what again? If it is by merit of the test, read very hard for the exams. so that you still fall in and all of that. But I can't say certainly what the criteria for selection is. Payment is usually annually. For most that I know, they pay per year. So payment is annually, and the prerequisite for continuation or renewal of the award is to keep doing well in school. Every year they will send an email to you. Okay, you have to update your results for this year, or at least, like for medical students in my school, we don't write exams per year like every other conventional student. So there's something we usually obtain from our faculty, just like a proof to show that, okay, we are still students and we are still in our supposed class and we are passing our exams and our tests. Just something to testify like that. And usually, basically, you need to keep giving those reports. So for someone who has had issues in school and maybe will have to repeat a class or something, it might just terminate your award, because you need excellence to continue. And I forgot to mention, many of them used to ask for, like, they give a minimum CGPA that someone must have to even apply or to be considered. So that's why I've been stressing the need to have good grades. Can one be on greater than one scholarship, more than one scholarship? Yes, it is possible. For example, there are some scholarships that are affiliated to each other. Maybe you see NNPC, Total, NNPC, SNEDCO, and all of that. They are joint ventures. For most of those scholarships, they'll say if you have one, you don't need to apply for the other. Meanwhile, there are some that are completely disjointed from them. For example, a federal scholarship board exams that is given by the Federal Ministry of Education, and scholarship from let's say MTN, or scholarship from Total, an oil company. You can totally be on these scholarships as long as they are not a joint venture. They don't have any affiliation to one another. You can, but for those ones that have affiliations to one another, you are usually not allowed to apply for all of them. And even if you do, many times they find a way of finding out and just giving you one, or not giving anyone at all. The amount of money that is paid per year, it is depending on which of the scholarships. Yeah, some pay 100k, some pay 150, some pay 200, some pay 250, and even greater. I even heard there is this one, is it PTDF, mostly for all these engineering and petroleum students, that give you laptop, health insurance, and stuff. They even do like conferences for people to come and connect and get opportunities. So it even goes beyond just the money. There are some that actually do. They pay for your flights. You travel to countries or travel to Lagos, places like Lagos, Ibadan, for conferences to meet their stakeholders and all of that. So it's beyond just the money. There's experience in some of them. Even the most of those ones are the engineering inclined scholarships. So basically, I think this is all I have to say about scholarship opportunities. I hope I did not leave anything out. You could just, via questions, you could just reach out, and I guess for those that I know, I will be able to answer. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Please don't take scholarship for granted. Nigeria is going to the point where, many schools are beginning to increase school fees and all of that. So if you are able to get help here and there, I guess it's going to go a really long way in making things easier in your academic journey. So have a great day, and I wish each and everyone the best of luck. Thank you.